It's the final round of the Austeam Racing BlancPain Sprint Series. This week it's from NorisRing. Qualifying's already taken place as usual, and it's Travis Fox on pole position ahead of Rod Savage, Grant Morrison, Doug Savage and Ben Lundgren. And just to spice things up for the last round, the drivers drew their grid positions out of a hat, and it was the Savage brothers with Doug on pole, Rod on second, Grant Morrison third, Travis Fox on fourth, and Ben Lundgren there in fifth place. And we're just waiting for the lights to go green, and there we go, and it's a drag race down to the first corner, and it looks like it's the Mercedes there of Doug Savage that's going to lead the way. Grant Morrison just doing a bit of a light show for the rest of the grid there, and Rod Savage just trying to go around the outside. It looks like he's done pretty well. There's good traction off the first turn there, which is a hairpin, and they come down to the second and third turn, which is a right and left chicane, and Rod Savage slots himself into the lead ahead of Doug. And we have Travis Fox there in third in the McLaren, just trying to look for a way around. It's now Grant Morrison in fourth and Ben Lundgren in fifth in the BMW. And it's a fairly short lap, this one, and punctuated by two hairpins, one at either end, and then the right-left-hander and a little right kink there just to upset the cars as they go into the braking area. And Rod Savage now really stretching the legs of that V12. He's doing a fantastic job already. I reckon it's close to a second gap that he's got his brother there, Doug Savage in the Mercedes. He's got Travis Fox in the McLaren breathing right down his neck. And it looks like Doug's gone way too late on the brakes there. He almost takes out Rod in the process. Travis slips on through, and looks like Mozzo is going to, or should I say Grant Morrison, who we affectionately call Mozzo, is going to try and get past as well. And it looks like he might have to go around. Yep, he's going to go around the outside of the right-hander there, and he's going to have a beautiful line for the next turn. And that slots Grant Morrison into third place, Doug Savage to fourth, and Ben Lundgren in fifth. And now we're looking at the leaders. It's a few laps later, and it's Travis Fox who's managed to catch up to the back of that Aston Martin. And just remembering, Travis Fox was something like a half a second quicker than the rest of the field in qualifying. He's certainly got some pace on board this McLaren. Just a little bit of a locked brake heading into the first turn. Rod takes a tighter line, tries to drift it out wide, and they're both struggling for grip off the turn. You can see the back end just sort of wobbling around a little bit. Such is the might of the horsepower, they've got to try and put through those rear wheels. And Rod Savage managed to hold on to the lead that time, but it's not going to last for long, because here we are a lap later, and it's Travis Fox once again trying to sneak up the inside. He's got the same line again in the outside, but they both sort of couple of little lock brakes over the bumps there, and Travis Fox is going to try and go around the outside. Oh, there's a bit of a touch there, but it looks like Travis Fox is actually going to wait for him. That's very sportsmanlike. And now we're looking at the final turn, and Travis Fox gets a run on the inside, and that could be quite beneficial, because that McLaren is quite slippery in a straight line. As they head towards the start-finish line, looks like Travis has got his nose in front, and they head down to the braking area. Oh, Rod Savage hits the inside wall and then hits Travis Fox and has turned it around. Now that's going to allow Grant Morrison up into second place, and that puts Rod Savage from first back to third. And here we have Grant Morrison now putting the pressure on Travis Fox. Looks like there might be some damage, or his tyres are gone off. And now Grant Morrison is really looking at another first place. Remember, he was in first place last week at Tsukuba. They head down the back straight now. The two McLarens are very close. And yep, Grant Morrison just has a little bit of a look out there and has a think about whether he should go in under the brakes. And but Travis Fox is keeping a fairly tight grip on that first place, doesn't want to let it go. We look back to Ben Lundgren and Doug Savage. They're having a good ding-dong battle for fourth place for the second week in a row. Remember, Benj got a slow getaway off the final turn, and Doug was able to grab that fourth place. I'm not sure Benj will be too keen to let it go out of his grip this time, so we'll have to keep an eye on these two, but they're fairly close as they head down into the final turn. And I dare say it's going to be very... Oh no, Doug got a bit of a wobble coming out of the final turn there. And here we have our race leader. It's Travis Fox on the last lap of the race, heading down towards the start-finish line to take out the final round of the BlancPain Sprint Series, one of his 4 wins of the series. And it's Grant Morrison in second place. And rounding out third will be Rod Savage, and that'll be enough to net him the series win of the Austeam Racing BlancPain Sprint Series, but we go back to 4th place now, where the action's really happening, and it's Benj Lundgren, Doug Savage in 5th there in the Mercedes. They head down to the last turn. Both the last of the late breakers as they try and maximise or minimise the amount of passing that can go on, and they head down to the line, and looks like it will be Benj Lundgren, but only just. Doug Savage pulls out to go past him, and is lucky the start-finish line is not another couple of 100 metres down the way. Anyway, the final points, and it's Rod Savage on 130 points who takes the victory ahead of Travis Fox on 115, Grant Morris on 107, Matt Cooper on 105. Doug Savage and Benj Lundgren ran out our top 6. And here's some vision earlier of our series champion Rod Savage, just savouring in a victory that he took at round 4 in Alton Park. And big congratulations to Rod Savage. Thank you very much for watching. AusteamRacing.com is the place where we race.